Hey everybody, it's Safi and Marco. Dish out on the movies, and it's Halloween Eve, and we are reviewing the recent episode that just aired of Hell's Kitchen. It's episode 7. I don't know the name, but I don't really think it makes a difference anyway. So sorry about that, but it's episode 7.
Really? I thought we were reviewing the season premiere of Blues Bloods.
What? So anyway, we have the men's and the women's team, and they're both looking forward to having complete service. Nobody's going to get kicked out. I think the men feel like they haven't been doing very well, and they want to do better.
Well, let me start off the episode. So first off, they did a challenge. It was all about chicken, Safi's favorite food. You know, if Safi could be reincarnated as anything, she'd want to be a chicken at KFC.
I don't know
because
what
she loves chicken. She goes to Kroger, she gets chicken, and she just picks it apart with her fingers and eats it. It's really gross. It's like watching a vulture eat a dead animal or something.
I think Marco's been watching too much of the White House press briefing where they lie and
Safi,
everything they say.
Safi, let's talk.
Marco's lying about
it's the
everything
chicken.
about me.
It's the chicken. The chicken challenge.
Okay, well, this is a fried chicken challenge because the CEO of Church's Chicken, which is in Texas, apparently, I guess, is there, and he is no pushover. He really has very high standards for what he expects.
He was kind of a snob.
Yeah, he was snobby.
I've never had Church's Chicken.
But I think we've had it here, but it was a long time ago.
Well, I've heard from people it's really mediocre, and so it's just really hilarious. Out of all the, fast food CEOs, that the one from Church's Chicken is this big snob, and it also seemed like he had a bit of a bias towards a couple of the people because he was snobbish, but he regretted having to be snobbish to certain people. He'd be like, oh, well, it's just really unfortunate because the chicken was bad, but then that could have been good. 2 out of 5. I'm sorry. He had a weird bias. I didn't like him at all. Honestly, this would probably be because Hell's Kitchen has a YouTube channel. He definitely is going to be one of the worst judges, one of the worst guest judges. They'll do these top 5 most brutal judges, and he'll be one of them because I did not like him.
Well, you had to rank each. He had to rank each dish. Sorry, I still have trouble with my tongue. On a scale of 1 to 5. Okay, and again, it's the men versus the women.
He gave almost everything a 2.
Well, he only gave 3 scores above a 3.
Yeah.
And that is out of, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, probably 12 people. So out of that, only 1, 2, 3 people got a score above 3.
The highest score getter was the California girl, Lisa.
Her name was Lisa, right?
And she got a perfect score again. And Safi, see what I mean? How she's gonna win the season? How it's blatantly obvious, basically.
She seems to be headed in that direction, but she was on the garnish tonight. And I really don't know if you're wanting to be the head chef of a major resort that it's going to be really important for you to know about garnishing. I don't know, to be perfect on the garnishing. I don't know. To me, I don't think so. I don't think it's that it's not life altering to know about the garnishing. I don't know. And I don't know what the problem was either. She was just slow on doing the garnishes or what. He got mad at her at least once, Chef Gordon, because I don't know, I really can't remember. What was it he was upset about with the garnish?
I think she was taking too long or something. I don't know, but we're not there. I don't know why Safi's jumping ahead.
Well, I'm just
but
thinking,
so
he's talking about her being so perfect.
Back to the first challenge. It's just blatantly obvious she's going to win the season. You know, it's almost kind of cringeworthy because it reminds me of other seasons where, you know, you'd have these really boring contestants. And I'm not saying she's entirely boring, but like is a character on a show. And, you know, they do a good job, and it'd be like, oh, yay, they're the boring, you know, contestant who never does anything wrong, or, you know. And so I hope that she gets a little bit more interesting, like, as a character, because I'm really not interested.
Well, it's interesting, though, I think, if you just look at the men, I don't think any of them match up to her.
The men are terrible.
Well, there's only one, Henry from Texas, and he got a 4.
Yeah, he's a good contestant.
He seems okay, but everybody else, I'm sorry if it offends anybody, but I don't like them. Yeah. I just don't think. I'm just trying to look at the big picture. You're talking about somebody who's going to be in charge of the entire kitchen. I think he wants them to know exactly what they need to do right off the bat.
I was really sad.
Jump right in there.
I was really sad because the guy who made the chicken and waffles, he made some kind of chicken roulade, and I was really sad because out of all the dishes, I thought that his looked the most tastiest.
Yeah, and the thing about Lisa,
but
her dish was different from everybody.
But he didn't. I would say he didn't get a good rating. He got a 2.
And so that's what I was saying. Was it his presentation?
I think they said that his chicken was dry or something, but like it looked really, really good. But yeah, Lisa, she did not bread her chicken, and so.
And he was like, they were like, oh well, I'm getting ready to give her a really low score.
Yeah.
And she used coffee grounds.
Oh yeah.
And to make some kind of, I don't know what you want to call it, where I guess you roll the chicken in it.
Well,
it's
see,
not a breading.
Coffee grounds.
I don't know how you would call it.
Coffee grounds are an underrated ingredient in food, and I've learned that from cooking ribs, which I've cooked them a couple of times. Safi didn't like them this year. She ate like one rib and she didn't eat any others.
I don't remember why I didn't like it.
She was a real...
Was it too spicy?
I guess so, but she was a real bitch about it.
Marco likes to make things so spicy you can't eat them.
I just put some cayenne pepper on it.
Oh, yeah, there you go. It makes me cough.
I want to get...
It's miserable.
I've been watching The Mentalist, and they mentioned a pepper that I've never heard of before, and it's a sprinkle pepper, and it's called Savina pepper. Apparently... It's in the habanero pepper family.
Oh, God.
And I want to get that because I think that it might be really tasty because it was on The Mentalist.
He needs to put it on his own food.
I want the Savina pepper. The woman on The Mentalist, she said you could put it on fruit, you could put it on your dessert, you could put it in soup, you could put it on anything. It's like, why doesn't everyone eat Savina pepper? But anyway, she got poisoned and died in that episode. But anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, coffee grounds. When you make ribs, you season and you rub the ribs and you put coffee on the ribs because the coffee creates like a bark on the ribs. And that's like the best part of the ribs, you know, is the top where it's kind of crispy. That's the best part, and so maybe that's what she did with the chicken. I don't know, but...
he really liked it. He said it was moist, it was cooked, and it wasn't overcooked, it wasn't undercooked, it was cooked perfectly, and everybody else had a breading on their chicken, right? Everybody. And she was the only one who didn't, so he also, and even Chef Ramsay too, they liked her bold move of not just doing what everybody else did.
But the caveat is, if her dish was bad, they would have said it was bad because she didn't bread it. Yeah. That's the ironic thing. Yeah. But I would also like to mention, as per usual, well, I wasn't paying a lot of attention because we're doing pumpkins tonight. Well, Safi isn't because she's too busy. Well,
I have to figure out how I'm going to do it.
She's too busy eating ice cream.
Do a cat.
She likes to eat a lot of ice cream. And right now, she has her her iPhone flashlight on, and she, like how you see those like horror movies where the people are at the campfire telling spooky stories, like that's what Safi looks like right now. She's got the iPhone flashlight and she's just like, and that one dish, they said it wasn't very good, and she's got the flashlight on her face.
I don't have that. I didn't write that down for anybody.
But Cara Marie.
The vegetarian, or no, the vegan. I gotta make that differentiation.
I've been observing every week, and this week there were some very interesting observations.
Well, I could say one. She ain't gonna make it.
And the challenge, it's funny because usually people, they learn from their mistakes. But when it comes to Cara Marie, who is a creature that is unbeknownst to anyone, she does not. She just does the same old thing over and over and over again.
And another one of the chefs said something too.
And I would like to quote, and I would like to quote Voss from Far Cry 3, who talked about the definition of insanity, which is doing the same thing over and over again. And Cara Marie is, by definition, insane. She was insane because she decided to make a strange dish. It was a strange dish like no other. It was a Korean-style chicken and waffles, which sounds like something that you would eat when you're in a crack house.
I don't think Koreans, I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't believe they're waffle people.
We've delivered to some crack houses, okay? Like
No, we haven't.
We've delivered to some strange people.
Okay, yeah.
DoorDash. And this feels like if you're going to deliver to a crack house, this is the type of food that they would order. Do you have my Korean chicken and waffle?
I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Yeah. But,
even though his father's been in a crack house for purposes of doing anthropological research, I don't think it was like that.
Well, her dish was terrible, and it was really bad. He gave it a 1. It was the only one was given out the entire challenge. No. So here we go. Cara Marie, she is not only an interesting specimen, but she is also setting new records. She is a historical chef because she got the only 1 star out of all the other chefs.
So. I thought a guy got a 1. Just let me look.
No, you're wrong. You're wrong.
Yeah. Here's Chris from New Jersey got a 1.
Oh, fuck you, Chris. Fuck.
Don't say that. Yeah.
Damn it.
He was the last one on the men, and he made a whole bunch of stuff. Actually, he did kind of what she did in a certain way. They both made too much. And I told you, another chef told her, or said something about behind her back, she's made too much again. It's gonna come back to bite her, and she was right.
The very interesting part.
His wasn't cooked.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot. He made all these other dishes. He made like 5 other things to go with it.
It was raw!
The chicken wasn't, and even Chef Ramsay, co-tasted it to make sure, and he said it wasn't cooked. It was just about not.
The chef said it hit 165.
Yeah, he did. He
and
said
they were like, okay, bye. But after Cara Marie's bizarre display of her food, she was on camera in a confessional. And instead of reflecting on why she might have gotten the score she got, she decided to just say, another challenge that I didn't win. So, in essence, Cara Marie has learned nothing still. She is continuing down a very dark path, like Anakin Skywalker in Star Wars. And we sincerely hope that path doesn't lead her off a cliff. You look how I treat Cara Marie like she's like a storybook character.
Yeah, she's not going to be there for long. She hasn't I think she has not won a single challenge.
No, she's not.
But she's been on a team that does have strong players, so they won. So they got to do two big things, right? They got to go zip lining
Yeah.
over the tops of buildings that went over trees, which...
That sounds like hell.
I don't think I'd like that. I'd rather, if I wanted to go zip lining, I'd like to go to Costa Rica or something, somewhere interesting and cool.
Well, it's just they did it.
Tropical rainforest.
They did it off the top of a building. I wouldn't do that.
I'd probably do it, but
no way.
It was. I don't know. It's not like a memorable experience. It would just be a lot more memorable if it's in a interesting rainforest.
Lisa had
like Amazing Race.
Lisa had trouble doing it, and in fact, they had zip lining at Camp Joy, which I went to in middle school, and I just didn't even bother.
That was like two trees in the yard, and
no, it wasn't.
Yeah, I thought it was.
No, Safi.
Oh, Camp Joy.
Camp Joy.
I'm thinking about that thing at the church.
No, I'm the one. I'm the one talking now, and so I would say that I had some really shitty teachers, and probably one of the only good things that they ever did was that they respected my wishes not to do that, to zip line, or you could also walk on the cables. And
they had that at that church.
And it's no, thank you. I know.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
I didn't think that looked safe.
Yeah.
The other thing, I didn't see it, so I don't know.
No, you didn't, because you weren't there.
This must have been really big.
Yeah.
A big setup.
I guess so. I wouldn't know. I didn't want to do it, but
they got to do that, and what else did they get to do, Marco?
Well, there was a really cringeworthy part, and it was cringeworthy because they played it twice. That one of the Lisa was not she was very anxious about doing it, and one of the chefs said something about how she pushed a baby out of her what, and it was funny the first time, but it was the weird. They played it twice. They played that joke twice. That was really weird.
Yeah.
Did you like that, Safi?
Once would have been good enough.
Was that funny to you?
And then they showed her turn around and look at whoever said that, like, what are you doing?
She was really embarrassed.
Yeah.
She was like, wow. Because imagine if a male contestant said that.
I know, but at least,
But anyways.
Somebody with a loud mouth that can't keep their mouth shut.
Well, it was a funny joke, but it's the fact that they played it twice, and so then they got to eat. They got to eat a fancy dinner because of the church's chicken guy.
Yeah, he gave them a really nice dinner, and it was what was it? What are those things called? The shells.
Shells. The things with the shells.
The fish and the shells.
The fish and the shell.
I don't like those things.
Hermit crabs.
No, you know what they had. Come on.
Omelets.
It was two kinds of fish. One where you have it in the shell and you break it open, not mussels.
Oh, I know.
Can't think of it. I hate those. I don't even want to touch those things.
Oh, I know. Shellfish.
Okay, never mind.
Oh.
Good thing none of them were allergic.
I know. Pick me. Catfish.
Really?
Oh.
You get catfish in a shell?
Oh, I know. Crab cakes.
Okay, just never mind. But anyway, it looked like a really good lunch, actually.
But I would still say he was a bad judge. I don't care.
He was, and they were all kind of reticent to take their dish to him because after the first two people, they were like, wow, this guy's really tough.
Yeah.
And guess who was in the audience? Or the restaurant teas. What do you call the people sitting out there? The customers, I guess. Buddy Velasco and two of his boys.
And it was really funny because, and I think
Anthony.
No, it's Buddy Jr.
Buddy Jr. Oh, and he didn't smile at all.
No, he just looks the exact same as he did on the shitty show that they did.
He did.
The what was that called? The Buddy Dynasty, the Cake Dynasty shit.
Maybe.
That they haven't even had another season to, which I'm really upset about that because I really love making fun of them. So I I'm really sad about that. But
I think
yeah,
it was Buddy and his oldest and his very youngest boy.
what was really weird was that they put them on the boys' side, and then they put these women guests on the women's side.
The Housewives of New Jersey.
Because at first I was thinking, oh, I know what happened. Buddy, he's like traditional Italian, so he picked the boys' side. But I think they were both put there, by Gordon. So that was something that I thought at first, because, we all know Buddy. I'm going to pick Buddy Jr. I'm not going to give Sophia a chance to be leader of the Cake Dynasty. Right, Safi?
Yeah.
They had that whole thing. So if you guys don't know, because you guys are here for Hell's Kitchen, Buddy did a show. We have watched every single thing of Cake Boss, Next
Marco
Great
has
Baker.
more than me.
I've watched his Buddy's Bakery Rescue show, and they had a show called Cake Dynasty, where it was all about who would take over the family business.
It was the most recent show they did. It was like year before last.
Yeah, and it was really cringeworthy because it was basically a competition, between Buddy Jr., Sophia, and then who's the other one? Marco? Carlo and Marco? I don't know.
Yeah, that's right. Marco's one of them. Carlo's the baby, I think, right?
Yeah.
Then Marco's the middle.
Yeah.
Then Buddy Jr. and Sophia.
So what ended up happening is that they did like little competitions, and Sophia was actually pretty good. Like she made several good choices, and she seemed like, honestly, like if I were to pick a person, I would pick her. But Buddy wants to pick Buddy Jr. because he wants to groom him, and he wants to, spend all this one-on-one time with him, making him into a clone of himself, which is what he wished that his dad had gotten to do with him.
Okay, his dad died.
Yeah. So
that affected him.
That was the story of the Cake Dynasty, and it was really cringeworthy. They had this whole story about Buddy Jr. He did not want to go to college, but then at the end he decided to go because they bullied him into doing it. And so, we all know how probably that worked out. And so, I mean, they have not done a season 2, so, I wonder why. And,
well, he went to Columbia.
Yeah.
And after he went, that's when they had all these protests with the Gaza thing.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if that had a negative effect with his family and him. I don't know. We don't know because he hasn't done any more seasons. But Sophia, she has a lot more of a business grasp of, if you're going to take over a business like that, it's not just they have one little bakery making some cakes. They have a huge factory putting out cakes. They have an ordering system. They had, I don't know if they still have these, but they had these machines where you could punch in what you wanted and out pops a cake slice. Or something else maybe. They were working on pizza or some other a few little fast food things that would be all wrapped up and come out of a machine. And so, I mean, it's a big, big business. And I think they might make things too besides food. They might have, items, baking items, maybe, I don't know, spatulas or something. I'm not sure about that, but it's huge. It's a huge operation. And she was almost like, she was really interested in doing the baking. She really wanted to get into it, but he was really asking her to do the business.
Yeah.
But still, I think he really wanted his boy, Buddy Jr., to do it all.
It's like
it's weird.
Like an Italian thing where they want the boy to be in charge.
But she was definitely would have been the one.
Yeah.
I don't care what they say. Sorry, no offense. But, I mean, she just, at least what we saw, I don't know what's happened since then, she seemed to have a very good grasp on everything. So, this male-female thing that they have, if it's not right, don't do it. Don't do it.
Well, so it was really funny too because Chef Gordon had the team members go over and say hi to Chef
Yeah,
Buddy.
they did, and they
That
didn't. They
was
didn't
really
really want
funny.
to.
They didn't know who he was, and
But
Buddy
I
was
would've
just
loved
like,
it.
Buddy was just like, "Oh, hey guys, hey, I'm Buddy. Hey, how's it going? I'm a Buddy. I'm the cake boss guy." You know, he was
I
just
can't
very
believe
like,
they wouldn't have recognized him. I mean,
yeah.
he's
Well, see, these chefs don't know dessert.
I guess they don't.
They don't know anything about
I'm
dessert.
trying to think. He's done. He did something for maybe the New York the Macy's parade at Thanksgiving, maybe.
I'd
or,
like to see Buddy as a guest judge. I think.
Or the Super Bowl. Well, you know, that's what I'm wondering if they're headed towards.
Well, maybe they should have done that this episode, though.
I don't know. That would be kind of.
But I think that would be really good because
Yeah,
I think Buddy's a good. And on his next Great Baker show, he did a pretty good job of being a judge. Although he had some really bad bakers at some points. Like, remember that crazy woman? Remember that one where she really pissed them off, and so he put her in the back of a cake truck, and then he went in the back and he was like, "You irritated me so much, I'm going to do this one myself." And then he drove her to the airport.
Wow.
That was hilarious. It was like he was going to go execute her mafia style.
I don't remember that.
You know?
I don't know if I saw that.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, I don't remember.
Yeah, you did.
All I know is that
She deserved it. She was terrible.
if the only reason cake takes about an hour to cook, so I don't know. This is kind of because they have to do these dinner services. I don't know what they would do, but I don't know how that would work. But they have gone. They did the fishing thing. You know, they went out fishing and had to pick out the fish. That had to taken a while. It seems like when they do this in kitchen challenges where they cook a dish and then they go out and they present it to the guest judge, that it's all done in an hour, and then the judge judges each one and gives it a point or whatever.
Well, let's get to the service because there's
really not much to say about it.
Yeah.
On either side, the women, like we said, I said this a while back. The woman from California, who's been doing very well. I think she's won all the challenges, or taken part in winning. She's won every dish that she's been, and even if the men, they did win that one time, they had to have an accumulation of points, and maybe her team didn't have enough, but her dish on its own was good.
What about the service, though?
The service, she kept, I don't know what she did. I didn't write it down, but she kept messing up on the garnishes.
Well, let's just talk about the service, because I think on the women's side, first off, you have Cara Marie. She's a very delicate person. And she didn't really screw up very much this episode. But she still sticks out because everyone knows that she must not be trusted.
Well, I just don't think
to
she's
be
right for the
to
job,
be
sorry.
to be continued.
Okay, well, I don't think
Next
she's
week.
right for the job.
And so then you have Alexandria. They made it seem like there would be more drama with her this episode, but there wasn't.
With her.
Lisa, the girl with the ugly fake red hair, she was kind of trying to micromanage her at one point in the service, I
I
guess.
don't think that's Lisa, but
I didn't, or
it
did I
doesn't
say
matter.
Lisa?
I know
What's
who
her
you're
name?
talking about. The girl, she's the only one who has this hair.
The Kool-Aid
She
girl.
has Raggedy Ann hair.
Yeah. She micromanaged her, and they never said that she did again, so I guess she only did it for that one send-up of scallops, and so Alexandria did a good job with the scallops.
Yeah, she did fine.
And then
Service.
it was mostly the Kool-Aid girl who did a really bad job, and she She was freaking out. She was panicking.
Well, she was upset about her dish when they did that challenge that we already talked about. She couldn't get over it.
Chef Gordon said to get over it. You gotta bounce back.
Yeah, she just felt like she had a higher expectation of what she did than what she was given.
She was just in a bad mood.
Yeah, I think she was in a bad mood.
You know, and then so the women's side didn't really have very many problems. You know, they did a pretty good job. The men's side, however, they were terrible. And in fact, the guy who went home, Antonio, he doesn't even know the name of their sous chef. Remember that, Safi?
Yeah, I do.
Remember that? He doesn't even know the sous chef's name.
The woman, Lisa, the award-winning California girl, she quizzed him.
Yeah.
She said, "What's the name of your sous chef?" And he didn't know.
Speak up, Safi.
Well, he didn't know. And she was shocked.
Yeah.
She couldn't believe it.
And so the men's team, they just didn't communicate. They didn't act like a team. It was the same old shit. And, yeah, I mean, there's not really much else to say, honestly. Like, they just did a bad job again. And, you know, thankfully they didn't get kicked out, because then I bet Buddy would have felt bad. He would have been like, "Oh, seriously?" He would have been...
Men getting kicked out, not being better than the women? Oh, my God.
he would have made that face where he's really surprised.
Well, the thing is...
What? Oh, Safi's on her phone.
No,
She's playing fucking Candy Crush and
no, I'm not.
Fucking games and shit.
It was an emergency thing. I don't want that.
What is it? An alert?
No, I did something.
Nerd alert! Nerd alert! Nerd alert!
Okay, well, anyway, I lost my thought.
Well, think again.
You're just blabbing.
I'm a reviewer, Safi.
You're blabbing nonsensically.
Well, that's a part of being a goofy reviewer.
Okay, well, the thing is, the two people on the fish station were the problems. And it's the guy from Georgia who can't cook scallops for some reason. And then the other guy who got sent home because he wouldn't say anything. He didn't say anything the entire night.
Yeah.
This was the one who didn't know who the sous chef was.
Yeah, he acted like something was up. So I actually think, this happened in another season where there was a chef that was kind of quiet, and it turned out that something personal might have been going on, and so he was very upset. And that's kind of what it might have seemed like here, because it just seemed very abnormal. It seemed very abnormal. He wasn't talking at all, and it just kind of seemed like, what is going on with him? Like, is he on his man period?
So they had scallops, like a whole pan full, and they were overcooked, and then they were undercooked, and I mean, I'm talking about a ton of them in there, not like 3, like several, like a dozen. And then on the third time, I guess, was a charm. And they got those, but they kept screwing up the scallops.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. I hate scallops. I don't care.
I love scallops.
They're really
good.
I don't think they're... In fact, I think those are the appetizers, right?
I've cooked them once, and the one time I cooked them perfectly. So they're really not that hard. And I know from that experience.
Well, I don't like them, so I don't care. But still, they ought to know how to cook scallops. This is something they have to cook every single dinner service. And it's the appetizer. It's one of them. But, and they don't know, I don't know what happened. It seemed like the guy from Georgia was doing all the cooking, but the other guy was just standing there not saying anything.
Yeah.
So, whatever. So he got in trouble. He got sent home.
Yeah.
Because he said, what did he say? Something about...
I can't remember.
A person who doesn't say anything might be...
No, that was just a joke.
I know that, but it was interesting.
Because it was funny.
It really applied. It was a great quote If you want to listen to the quote that Chef Ramsay says about not saying anything.
I think he said if silence was gold, then Antonio would be a millionaire, but in Hell's Kitchen, you have to talk or something. Like, it was really funny.
It was a good quote.
It was actually a great one-liner. He has a one-liner at the end of every episode.
Well, that was a really good one.
I thought that was the best one so far. But, and then also we should say, it was kind of weird at the end because I think that he should have just said that the men lose. But he said whoever finishes first wins. I thought that was kind of stupid because...
Well, I think he just didn't want the men...
to feel bad?
Yeah, he wanted them to have confidence. And so he really knew that they weren't doing well.
Didn't work.
He didn't want them to... he wanted to give them more encouragement.
They lost anyway.
And
so Chef Gordon, he sent one of the chefs over to the men's team, the ones with the Crohn's disease.
No, she's not the one who has the Crohn's disease.
Oh, really?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Jada?
No.
You sure?
It's another one that has the curly hair.
No, I thought that was her.
No,
Are you sure?
Yes, I am.
You know, Safi, I have a better memory than you.
No, Marco, I know. You want to go watch the episode again, at least that part?
I'll watch it right now.
Because the girl who has Crohn's disease, she's had it since she was 12 years old. She was very overwhelmed that they won and did so well. So she went into the kitchen, and she said this is a big dream of hers, and she can't believe that she's come so far because she's had Crohn's disease since she was 12. And if anybody knows what that is, I mean, she can't eat much. It makes her sick.
I gotta wait 30 seconds because there's an ad. There's like a car ad.
They sent because the men's team is short. He had to send one of the women's team over to them.
Yeah.
And he sent her, and it's Jada, I think, and he sent her over there to be a leader.
And it was really funny because Anaya, you know, she's the leader of the Mean Girls, and she was mad that she wouldn't have one of her high school friends with her. You know, that's exactly what would happen in high school when you would break up the Mean Girls and make them sit with other people, like in class, like the seating arrangement, the seating chart. So that's what that reminded me of. What do you think, Safi? Do you agree?
Yeah, she was very upset. This is probably the youngest chef.
It's kind of gay.
Was very upset because she really likes her. And she says, why did it have to be her? And then when they were done, she ran over to her.
Oh, she is someone different.
I told you.
I can't really tell, you know.
I was sick when I had to take that pill. I was sick like that for like 10 years, so I know what it's like, at least for that.
I was too busy paying attention to something else, so I thought that was the same girl.
But she has a full life.
Well, I would give the episode like a C. I mean, a C for chicken. I didn't really think it was a great episode. I guess I give it a C+. No.
I'll give it a B-.
Oh, okay.
Because you got to see Buddy and his two boys.
Oh.
I was glad to see them. And I think they were there either the last season or they were there for another episode.
It was so funny because they acted like they were in church or something. They were very silent and like respectful, and they had like these fancy clothes. Like they didn't look like they were having fun at all. They looked like they were in church or something.
Well, yeah, the Real Housewives of New Jersey there, and they were having a great time. And they weren't being quiet as a church mouse.
They acted like they were having some kind of satanic ritual like they do on those shows.
They were having a good time.
Well, we all know the Housewives of New Jersey have satanic rituals.
No, give me a break. He's just lying again.
You've
been watching too much of the damn White House.
They're witches. They're a bunch of witches.
Marco, shush up.
It should be called the Real Witches of New Jersey.
That's bullshit.
We all know what happens in New Jersey, Safi. There's a reason why they have the New Jersey Devil. The New Jersey Devil.
Oh, yeah.
It's the only state in the country that has its own devil. That's how bad New Jersey is.
I think Louisiana must have a devil.
No. New Jersey has the New Jersey Devil.
No, it's Louisiana.
They have Satanism in New Jersey.
Oh, be quiet.
And Colorado and Wisconsin. Those are the those are the 3 worst states of Satanism.
Oh yeah, okay, right. No, I think it's down in Louisiana. It must be that
Louisiana
from
is where
Louisiana voodoo.
Louisiana
It's affected the Speaker of the House.
Louisiana is where you have the voodoo.
He's been voodoo charmed.
And you have the fried chicken, and you have other things.
Isn't the Cane's chicken? Isn't that from Louisiana?
I don't think so.
Well, I have to look that up.
Oh,
I see
okay.
it. Anyway, that's it. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And
Tell Safi to stop being such a
tomorrow's
biatch.
Halloween, so happy Halloween. I'll be doing a review or something of Marco's project that he's kept quiet about now for months.
It's just a little side
It's
project.
just one of his projects. It's not a big one of the big ones. It's a little one.
It's just like a little side thing. It's not worth watching.
And don't forget to watch a scary movie or a scary cartoon. There's a ton of old scary cartoons on YouTube. They're just fun scary. You know, like Tom and Jerry. There's Berenstain Bears. There's
Beavis and Butthead.
no. There's what is it? Bugs Bunny.
The Little Rascals.
No.
I am a big fan of Our Gang. Safi refuses to watch Our Gang with me. I wanted to have an Our Gang marathon.
I saw that when I was a kid.
Because that's our
On
gang.
Saturday or Sunday.
That's our gang, Safi. That's my gang.
Yeah, that's nice.
I want Little Rascal.
That was something when my parents were little.
Oh well, I'm a big boy and I like Little Rascals.
Not when they were, well, I don't know. When they were older.
Well, Safi, why are you walking away?
Okay, so it's time to say goodbye.
Bye.